We haven't done any makeup together in a hot little minute, so let's do some. Come to the realization that I'm just an all-around happier person in the summertime. I don't know what it is about sunshine that just really improves my mood. I don't know if I'm the only one. Like, why is the seasonal depression already kicking in and it just became fall? Which is the craziest thing because I love all the holidays and all that kind of stuff, but the sun hasn't been shining the past few days and I just feel like I'm under the weather for absolutely no reason. I'm also starting to get the itch to do something different with my hair, and every single time I do that, I absolutely hate it. So I don't know why this happens to me this time of the year every single time. I see all these beautiful girlies on here going brunette and it makes me want to do it so bad. I see all of them going redhead and oh my gosh. Yeah, I always like all these pretty rich warm hair colors and I just want to be that girly so bad. I think it's all part of the seasonal depression. I think we just start getting bored, because I know I'm not the only person that feels this way. I think we just start getting bored and we see other people going dark for fall, so we're like, oh, that seems like a good idea. It never is. It never is. I don't know what it is about when you're blonde most of the time. There's something like chemically in our brains that tells us we're only beautiful unless we're blonde. Because I see so many people that are normally blonde and they go dark and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But there's something in our minds that say, oh, you only look good blonde. You're normally blonde. You only look good blonde. So what we do is we do these colors and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. Like, they look good. But it's like nothing compares to the blonde. Does anybody know a cure for that? Because I would really prefer to go darker for fall and winter, but I don't know what to do to turn my brain off from thinking that the only color that I can pull off is blonde. I know that's like a mental illness and I need a form of medication for it, because I want to change my hair color, but I want to love it. I don't want to try to kill my hair to go back blonde immediately afterwards because I made a irrational decision. My stomach is making the most god-awful noises. I know my hairdresser is probably watching this right now like, bitch, no. Don't you dare come into your appointment talking about you want something different because we ain't doing nothing different. I know that's what she's thinking, because every single time I do it and I message her and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do this. Not going to be able to do this. And then she has to perform magic tricks to try to get my hair back the same way it was before without frying it all off. And it's not fair to her. It's not fair to me. I want to dye my hair and not feel like I look like somebody off of Twilight. Please and thank you. And the crazy part about it is, when I'm sunless tanned and I have makeup on, I feel so confident with my hair not blonde, like darker shades. But when I'm not sunless tanned and I'm in my natural state, which, okay, I'm not going to feel confident like that anyways. Why do I do this to myself? It doesn't make any sense. Like, everybody feels more confident sunless tan with their makeup on if that's what you normally do. So I don't understand why I let that determine my hair color, because duh, I'm going to feel better with all those things no matter what my hair color is. Why won't my brain let me be something other than blonde? Also, I'm so excited about Halloween coming up. I cannot wait for you guys to see what me and Summer are doing this year. I have so many transitions picked out, and me and Summer are going to make some get ready with me videos. I am so excited. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have Summer to do things like that with, because Devin and Dirt want no parts of any of that. Comment below your guesses. Me and Summer are going to coordinate. We normally try to. Last year she was Regina George and I was the cool mom, and we had so much fun. And this isn't something technically from a movie this time, but we are coordinating with each other. This is going to be the first year that we're not trick-or-treating. We're going to my sister's house because she lives in a neighborhood, and we're just going to all hang out as a family and dress up. Well, mostly the girls, the men probably won't dress up. dress up and hand out candy to the trick-or-treaters, and I'm so excited to be doing something different this year. Me or anybody in my family have ever lived anywhere that had trick-or-treaters before, so I'm really excited to get to hand out candy and stuff, and it works out good because obviously Dark is 17. He don't care nothing about trick-or-treating, and Summer is 12, fixing to be 13 soon. So obviously she doesn't care really about trick-or-treating either. So this still gives us a way to participate in Halloween and have fun, but it not be, you know, not cool. So let me know, do you guys go trick-or-treating? Do y'all dress up with your kids, or do you guys hand out candy and still dress up? Because I know there's probably some people that have never trick-or-treated before, which is crazy to me. I grew up always trick-or-treating, but I always grew up somewhere. We never lived like in a housing development or anywhere that had trick-or-treaters, but I remember being little and like wishing that we had trick-or-treaters. I remember we did have trick-or-treaters one year that came, and we were so unprepared because nobody ever trick-or-treated at our house, and my mom and daddy actually gave them pennies because we had no candy to give them. Now that I think about it, it would have had to have been on Halloween, so why didn't we have any candy? Surely we had went trick-or-treating and had candy. Maybe we didn't go that year. I don't know. I was too little to remember, but I just remember them coming and being like, oh my God, we have trick-or-treaters. When I was young, I was literally the same thing for Halloween. I don't even know how many years in a row. Like, as many years that I could fit this costume, that's what I was. Catwoman that Michelle Pfeiffer played. And I was her until that costume did not fit me anymore. I was absolutely obsessed with Catwoman, and honey, I even had like a fake cat, and I would lay on my little Beauty and the Beast sleeping bag and pet my cat and act like Catwoman on that part where she was in there to talk to the Penguin Man. I'll put a picture because if you know, you know. Like, I feel like if you grew up in the 90s, you know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to think. The only things that I remember ever being is I was a Barbie one year. I'll try to see if I can find the costume. It was like a nightgown, and then it was like a plastic mask. I remember being her. And that's all I ever remember being, her and Catwoman, because I was Catwoman that many years in a row. And I remember I was getting out of Halloween and I didn't want to participate in Halloween anymore. And my aunt wanted me to because everybody was going trick-or-treating and I didn't want to go because I didn't have a costume because I thought I was too cool. And I remember her dressing me up as a gypsy. I'm going to try to find a picture. I was pissed that she made me dress up, and I was pissed at the way she did my makeup and stuff. Do y'all know that was like one of the most best Halloweens? I had the most fun. Hopefully I can find pictures of all of this, and it's so bittersweet thinking about that because my aunt that made me dress up, she actually passed away. She got killed by a drunk driver in 2012, I believe. And those are the memories I have of her. She was like the crazy fun aunt. And I'm just like, I think back to all those times and I don't know, like I'm really happy that I have that memory with her. Finally got more of this Dibs Love Beam setting spray. Hands down, this is my most favorite setting spray I've ever used. Hey y'all, this is the final look. I feel so much better. I was in such a bad mood until I came in here and done some makeup. But I hope you guys have a good Wednesday, and I'll see you guys in the next one.